This segment of our program is being pre-recorded on the morning of Wednesday, June the 12th. Now, I give you this bit of seemingly gratuitous information only because the fastest moving area of American life today is the struggle for equality between all Americans.
Every effort to force integration upon the white man, or to force the so-called Negro into the white society, is actually in direct and divine opposition to God, and will meet with bloodshed and destruction, and no progress or benefit either to the so-called Negro or to the white man in this country.
Understand the impatience and frustration that Malcolm X evidences.
Not frustration. I want to straighten you out. Maybe impatience, but not frustration.
Well,
you're only frustrated when you don't get what you expect. And a black man is out of his mind after sitting around here listening to these political speeches by politicians for 100 years. He's out of his mind if he thinks that he's going to get anything more today than he got 100 years ago.
100 years of delay have passed since President Lincoln freed the slaves, yet their heirs, their grandsons, are not fully free.
Well, I was about to say that Mr. Kennedy probably has another think coming if he proposes legislation, and I personally don't believe that it has a prayer of passing.
It ought to be possible, in short, for every American to enjoy the privileges of being American without regard to his race or his color.
It may be that we'll have to see martial law declared in several areas throughout the South.
You mean a military dictatorship?
Well, I don't choose to describe it as.
It'll take a military dictatorship to bring black people and white people together in the same house.
Good evening, my fellow citizens. This afternoon, following a series of threats and defiant statements, the presence of Alabama National Guardsmen was required on the University of Alabama.
I think perhaps we ought to turn to Malcolm X, who wanted to comment on that.
Yes, on this white power structure. When you say power structure, I know you mean the white power structure, because that's all we have in America. If you only ask for crumbs, and the granting of those crumbs causes bloodshed, what do you think will be caused when you ask for a loaf of bread or a bakery in which to bake your own bread?
And you know, I said it today and I will say it again. If we can't sit at the table, let's knock the fucking legs off. Excuse me.
Let's just take a break and we'll be back to that subject in a moment.